Hello, welcome back to another video, and I hope you enjoyed Asphalt 2.1. Dirty and mic'd up. Enjoy. Stay positive and be great. Hello, it's godchild. Welcome back to another video. Back at it with some Asphalt. It's gonna be Asphalt 21.13, and here we go. Let's get to it. So, before we get further, I thought I'd talk about something important, and before I do the rest of my intro. So basically, y'all, I have some bad news regarding my Minecraft data. I talked about this in the last in Pac-Man things part 16. And in a video I made of me playing, some servers on CubeCraft. However, I need to address this again because you can never address this too many times. So basically, everyone, my latest copies of Tropical Town. So like my YouTube channel, that's my YouTube channel series. In a world I play on my own time. My Minecraft Forever Survival World I've had since like what 2017 got not corrupted per se, but I lost the data got all messed up. Like it got like overrated, and then after that, all because I was trying to like access a world but I couldn't find it. So then a whole error happened with my PS5, and then with that being said, I just like I literally lost 2 years and 7 months worth of progress. And with that being said, I have my saves, but then here's the catch, everyone. My saves are outdated. Like, it's better than nothing. But here's the thing: my saves are outdated, and therefore, like all my videos I've done on both of those, series respectively, are gonna be are like inaccurate because I lost a lot of progress, unfortunately. So I hope that makes sense. And also, by the way, something I want to mention is actually, by the way, let me just do the rest of the outro. I mean, intro, get it over with. And honestly, it's something I always talk about. Um, a reminder to stay positive and be grateful. Always be grateful to have small things on the table, like rice, chicken, for example. Always be grateful to have, water, juice, coffee, for instance, on the table. Be grateful to have a family, friends, support system. Not everyone has that, and please be grateful. It goes a long way. Always be grateful because not everyone has that. There's people starving, and it's very sad. Always be grateful for what you have because not everyone will have that. Okay, anyways, so without being said, all of it makes sense about the progress. Like think I have copies, but they go back to like so for Village it went to April 2025, and then for Tropical Town I have to check. I don't remember, but let's just say it's not remotely close to the last video. So it's either I start a new Minecraft series because I just gave up. Like I say determined, but it's so complicated to get that data back to the point that like it's almost frozen in my like the files where the data itself is. And mind you, I have PS Plus. Nevertheless, I couldn't get it back. It was too hard. It was too complicated. So it was stressing me out, and I ended up just like not. And it didn't help that I couldn't find any videos on the internet for the corruption. So with that being said, I just had to like deal with it. Unfortunately, so it happens to the best of us. So also, if you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a nurse, you could. If you want to be a mechanic, go switch gear. Or have just have to put your mind to it. It doesn't happen overnight. It's important to stay determined on your dreams and your goals in life. Know that you can do it. It doesn't happen by themselves. It doesn't. Nothing comes to fruition on its own. Anyway, I hope that makes sense about the progress though. It was a very specific bug when I was trying to access a different world. I had deleted it, but tried getting from my save data, and it, like, I don't know, it was a glitch that just messed everything up, sadly. Also, I'm gonna talk about Orlando, Florida, because again, I talk about it all the time, and it's where I'm from. So basically, what about Orlando exactly? Well, obviously, it's about, we have like theme parks, we have Disney World, we have SeaWorld, we have Universal Studios. But trust me, we have much more than just theme parks. Don't, and I'm gonna give y'all some info and put you on game. How does Orlando have more than theme parks, you may ask? You might be like, Godchild. All Orlando has is theme parks. You're dead wrong about that. You're super wrong about that. I can explain. We're home of Olive Garden. which is an Italian restaurant. We're home of Tupperware. Certain, I forgot what they're for, but they're a major company here in Orlando. We're home of what's it called? We're home of Tijuana Flats, which is like a Mexican food restaurant, or whatever. Anyways, fast food chain. Another fast food chain. We're home of. We're home of Addition Bank, Addition Finance Bank, which is founded in Orlando as well. We're home of Publix in Lakeland, which is Lakeland's literally between Central and West Florida, by the way, just so y'all know. And the list goes on. We're home of many things. We're home of several different like a few different companies. A few, I mean, like probably 10 to 20, probably honestly a lot more. Um, anyways, um, okay. Also, we have great like job opportunities here, I'd say. However, I will say this in Orlando, Florida, and like a good practically the entirety of the state of Florida in general, has really high cost of living, and a lot of people say it's lower than the average, and absolutely not. It's not. It's not. Take it from a Floridian. Take it from someone that's been born and raised in Florida. Um, it's not like that. It's actually much higher. Whoever says it's lower is making that up. Okay, take it from me. I was born and raised in Orlando, and there's a reason my channel's based there too. So that being said, just take it from someone that's actually been from the Sunshine State. Also, however, I will say this: the culture as far as like food in Florida, I mean Orlando specifically, is also super overlooked. Like we have more than just theme parks. I stand by it. We have lots of like various Latin cuisines. Because for those who don't know, we have lots of Latin influences. We have lots of Caribbean food you could find here. We have lots of Puerto Rican, lots of Venezuelan, and lots of Colombian food. Of course, we have your standard American food, such as like burgers, for example, and such. We have Italian food here. We have Asian food, Japan related cuisines, China related cuisines, Vietnamese related cuisines. Like I could go on. All right, I could genuinely go on. So basically, yes, we have a very like diverse food culture, like, as far as culinary is concerned. And honestly, it's super overlooked for what we have here. Just is, and that's an understatement. Just because I mean, again, it is. Also, shout out to the Orlando Magic, although they lost in the first round. Hallelujah. We fired Jamal Mosley. He was he was great for his time. But I'm gonna be honest, the Magic needed to move on from him. We should have done this mid-season. However, we didn't. Honestly, hire any coach that isn't Doc Rivers or what's his name, Darvin Ham. I do not want Darvin Ham uh, forgot his name again. We do not want Darvin Ham, and we also do not want Doc Rivers as coach. I personally would like the Magic to hire Billy Donovan as head coach because since we've hired Jamal Mosley. Also, please, to those who might also be into the NBA, I will remind you that as a Magic fan, trading Suggs would be a large mistake, and we cannot do that. Okay, he is the heart and culture of the Magic. He is the heartbeat. He's literally the emotional leader. He plays great. He makes he plays great defense. Also, he's one of those players that just like are so like such a spark, like so positive to a point that like it's contagious. Even if he doesn't fill up the stat sheet, he does more than just necessarily having to do anything such as like score, rebound, get assists, play make and such. Like he does so much more than just like the average stats. Like he doesn't have to have the most consistent stats in the world. However, he has his moments. But what I'm trying to say here is that like he doesn't have to be so like quote unquote like he doesn't have to be fancy in other words to be effective. He's great. Fleece not your thugs. Um, I think if anything we should just trade Goku with Haze and Carter Jr. But I guess it's just that's me. I guess. All right. Anyways, or Isaac actually. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video, y'all. However, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. Scott, shout out, peace from other people's. Also, what I want to say before I end this video entirely is a quote I made. I made my own quote, and it goes like this: "Don't be the dark-hearted, negative person. Instead, be the light-hearted, positive person." That's a quote I made. But anyways, bye my wonderful people. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you.